Well, it's planting day, and planting day for my wheat seeds, that is. I think this year I'm going to be trying a few different varieties that have done well last year. One of my favorites is Godsmack from Jordan of the Islands, and Romulan pineapple pomegranate from Jordan of the Islands. I'd say they're like mostly indica variety, which do really good in the Yukon. They flower quick. I really like Black Funk Dog, but I think it's got more sativa in it, so it does tend to take longer to flower. And then we've got some All Gas OG and Apple Blossom from the Humboldt Seed Company. I think they're both indica dominant. Yeah. So definitely excited for these guys. Last year I ran probably 15 or 16 plants, and because I thought I was going to be able to build a greenhouse and have them all in there, but instead I had them in a small 4x6, and they didn't do that great because I couldn't get to the back plants. I had a trellis in there and couldn't reach in the back and prune off all the little popcorn buds, so the buds on top themselves weren't very thick. So I think this year I'm going to skip the trellis and just have them probably in 5 or 7 gallon pots. And yeah, so today I'm going to be inoculating the seeds, which I haven't done yet, in some worm casting solution here. So it's just water and some worm castings, and I think there's a lot of beneficial bacteria and fungi in the water, which should help the seeds germinate really well and maybe provide some nutrition right off the bat. All right, let's start with some Godsmack. This is one of my favorite varieties. I'm going to choose 2 seeds here. I'm going to choose the 2 biggest out of these. I'm thinking this year that if I get a male of Godsmack or All Gas OG or Romulan pineapple, I'm going to try and save the pollen. See if I can make a few seeds myself of my favorite variety. So I'm just gonna drop these and give them a little swish around. And I was actually thinking it might be beneficial to like stratify them, like maybe with sandpaper. Just give them a little swirl around in there and make a little hole in my soil here. To the soil, I've already added some mycorrhizal inoculant. I've added some blood meal, bone meal, and also some worm castings. So I'm hoping that that'll get them off to a good start. And actually I don't want that to be too deep. Looks kind of deep. All right. Just grab this little guy. Put him in the hole. This little guy in the hole. Oh, it fell off to the side. I'm going to pour a little bit of that liquid in there. I haven't labeled my pots yet, so when I get them mixed up, I'll just keep everything the way it was, and then I can come back and label them. Oh, put the seeds back. Goes on top, and then I'm just going to do the same process for all my seeds.